All right, session 9. We're just going to get started right here on the ground again. We're still on the floor. We're opening things up. Things are moving a little quicker now. We're going to lay right here. Take a big breath in. Let it out. Let's take a nice 3 of those. Now we're going to time our breath with our motions, especially to start off with. We're going to breathe in to bring up the knee, and we'll breathe out to let it down. You can really bring that into, maybe you could only grab right here, maybe you can't bring your knee all the way up, maybe you have to grab under here still, you have a stomach blocking you or something. No worries, do your best. Just opening it up. We got to grab right here, grab right there. If you can barely grab it, barely grab it. This is what you're trying to imitate. Breathing in. Breathing out. One more each. And we shake that off. Next, we're going to lay on our side. We're going to grab for the quad. Now, maybe we can't grab the quad right off. We can't pull it back. That's all right. Still in the right class. You can just grab what you can and do what you can. We're going to be right here. This is what we're going for. We can lay our ear right on our bicep. And then we roll to the other side. Do the same thing. And we roll to the other side. Again, you're just doing your best, making your attempt. And back to the other side. And remember, allow this to look goofy. Maybe it's, and you barely got it. And then you go over to the other side, and you barely get it. That's all right. Doing what you can. One more each. Excellent. And we can shake that off. We're going to come to tabletop and just give everything a little wiggle. We're going to come down into child's pose. We're going to hold just for a nice little 10 seconds. We're going to add a little something to it today. Now we can lift our head out of child's pose, or the best child's pose that we have, either one. And hands are on the ground, and we crawl over to the right. And we crawl over to the left. We crawl over to the right. We crawl over to the left. Now you can have your head as low as you can while you do this. This will give you a little extra stretch, a little opening. Couple more. One right here. One right here. Excellent. Back to tabletop, and we shake that off. Now, we'll get the legs here a little bit. Take your time with this. We bring up the foot, and maybe we're right here, and we got to inch it up, or maybe we can bring it right here on the outside of our hand. We're going to press that knee forward, bring that back. Press the knee forward, bring that back. So stay in your comfort zone. Everything's still warming up. Everything's still stretching out in these 2 weeks. We're just getting everything to move together as it's opening now. Not just opening the body, but showing the body and the muscles how they're going to have to learn to work. We'll be on this side for about another 10 seconds. Again, doing what you can. This might just be right here, and there might be only a little motion. That's all right. One more. And the next side. Now, if you can stand farther in front of your hand, go ahead and do that. We press the knee forward, bring out back. Press the knee forward, bring it back. There you go. Few more. Let's go another 10 seconds on this side as well. One more. Bring it back. Push it forward. And we shake that off. We'll come sit back on the ankles, let the quads breathe a little bit. Now again, if you can't sit on the heels, no problem. Come forward, sit where you can. Don't press as deep as you can into it. Go to your limit, come back up. Go to your limit, come back up. Go to your limit, come back up. Or you're just right here in perfect posture. And we're going to start going more into better posture and perfect posture for these workouts. So you see here, my shoulders are back, my chest is out, my stomach's engaged and in a bit. Like a corset, when people would wear a corset, right? Went all the way around. You tighten it, push the chest out, pull the shoulders back. You're just always pretending to be in a corset. Only your abs are the corset. Again, come out of this whenever they need to breathe. And come out whenever it needs to breathe. And let's start rotating the neck, shall we? A little 2 for 1. We'll roll it left. We'll roll it right. We'll roll it left. Go at your own pace. We'll be here for another 20 seconds. And come out of it. Let those quads and knees breathe if you need to. If you're not sitting on your heels, well then you're right here taking your neck through it. Quads and neck. Another 10 seconds. And shaking that off. We can bring the feet around, put them out in front of us, let those quads breathe. We're going to go into a move we did yesterday. This will open the shoulders, the legs, the hips. Fingers are pointed backwards. Butt's in the middle of my hands and my heels. Now the only thing you're going to have to do on this is, one, bring your feet together so the knees and ankles are touching. Knees go to the right, we look to the left. Knees go to the left, we look to the right. Now something that's going to happen while you're doing this is your butt's going to crawl up to your heels. Don't let that happen. Just kind of after every move, make sure it's not sliding forward. We go right, look left, then the legs go left, we look right. Stay in comfort zone. This week's about getting to these positions a lot. Consistency, not intensity. Another 15 seconds. See that? My butt's already sliding. I'll move it back. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. We can let that all go out and shake that. We're going to open up here a bit. So you don't want to go as far as you can out. Go right to your limit and relax. Now this might make you want to lean back and prop yourself up. That's fine. You can use your hands to prop yourself up. Or you can close those legs a little bit. Now once you got that, one hand stays behind you. Right reaches for the left. My other hand goes behind me. Left reaches for the right. Take your time on this. Make it a smooth flow. Prop yourself up from behind however you like. Maybe you're on the wall. Maybe you're up against your sofa. Maybe you're just putting your hands behind you like me. Or maybe you don't need to do that either, and you can just stay up front. Grabbing the sway with both hands. Any variation of those, wherever you're at. Go another 15 seconds. Waking the body up. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. All right. We're going to loosen up the knees a bit. Now, I'm on my stomach. I could put my hands right here. I could rest my forehead on my hands if I want. I bend my legs to 90 so my feet are straight up. And touches to the ground. It touches to the ground. My head stays down. Now, you'll lift the hip to make this happen. Otherwise, they won't want to go down. So we lift the hip, they touch. We lift the hip, they touch. Keeping the head and the shoulders to the ground. And maybe you can't make it all the way over. That's fine. If you can't make it all the way over, that's fine. This is where we're at, though. Your best version of this. Another 15 seconds. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Back up to tabletop. to shake that off. Nice. Now, one thing we're always going to be working on, there's parts of the body that just tighten up on everybody. Achilles heel is one of them. So again, we're going to visit that Achilles heel opener. The ball of my foot is down and about the middle of my calf and up against it. I lean back, then the next leg. Then the next one. Give you another look. Opening these up, going to be very important. It's going to give a lot of freedom to your body. Everyone's walking around with tight Achilles heels. We're going to loosen yours up. We keep going with that. Another 10 seconds. And we can shake that one off in tabletop. All right. We'll be sitting back on our heels real quick while we set up for this next one. Now, what we're going to do is hands come up. We bring up the right, then we bring up the left. We squat down. We put back the right, we put back the left. And the next side, left comes up, right comes up. We squat down, left goes back, right goes back. Right comes up, we squat, right goes back. Left comes up, we squat, left goes back. We keep this going. Now, if you can't do this move, it doesn't come all the way up, you can bring it out to the side. Again, you're just imitating these moves. If you don't have them yet, don't fret. They're coming. We're going to be doing them enough. We'll keep it moving. Ten more seconds. Make sure you get that squat in the middle. We got time for one more. And we shake that one off too. Nice. Let's shake that off in tabletop. We're going to open up the spine again as well. So, first thing we're going to do is we send out that right leg. It comes over to the left. The big toe is the only thing that touches, and I turn around to see it. Ooh, you're going to like that. Then the other side. Leg goes out, comes over, just the big toe touches, and I look at that one. Let's go back and forth. Toe down, take your turn, look, come back. Other side, toe down, look, come back. This is a good one. We're going to keep this up for a little longer. Just that big toe touches, and you might feel this opening up a lot of different places, especially on the outside of that hip you're looking away from. Go another 20 seconds. One more each. One more on this side. One more on your other side. Excellent. We can just shake that off. All right. We're going to come back to seated. A lot of these are going to be just things we're going through on the often. So first one is we sit in perfect posture again. That corset all the way around has just enough squeeze or flex to hold my chest out, pull my shoulders back. And we bring one back. Don't worry if this isn't smooth. Don't worry if this is real tight. Everything's going to be opening up. Use your hands if you need. And again, this might be real tight. Can't get it, barely. And then we're on to the other side. That's fine. Just keep going through the motions. Imitate what you see. We're still early in the program, and it's all going to be where it needs to be by the end. Notice my foot's down. You might get a nice top stretch on the foot as well, on the ankle. We're going to be here for another 20 seconds. This is an important one. A few of you might be building a sweat while you do it. There we go. There we go. Keep it up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. We lay down on the ground. We keep moving. All the goodies, right? Now, we're going to take this one slow. You might only be able to grip right here or here, but what we're going to do, one hand's going to fan out. Then I bring up, see if I can grab my foot and bring it over. Then we drop it. The other arm fans out. The other hand reaches up to grab, moves it out, and we drop it. Now, this might be real difficult. You might be grabbing right here on the knee and doing your best. That's all right. Just let go if you have any problems and put the leg back down. What we're going for is reaching up, grabbing, letting it come down, bringing it back. Your best version of that. Now, if you can do it and not lift your head, even better. But if that's not in the cards, let me show you a real goofy one that's totally fine. Your head comes up, you reach for it, you lay back down, that's all you can get. And now it's the other side. That's fine. Try to imitate what you're seeing, just going through the motions. Another 10 seconds. You're laying on the ground. Nothing bad can happen. And again, staying in your comfort level. One more each. One more that side. One more this side. And we shake it off. Excellent, excellent. Nice. Now, we're going to bend the knees, go into our IT bands. Our IT bands are just like our ankles, our Achilles heels. They're always going to be tightening. So my left foot lays on the front of my right knee, and I can push a little bit for an extra stretch. My other leg comes up, push it open for a stretch. Next. next, and we just keep going at this pace. We want to get it to that position a lot, not intensely. Keep it moving. Let's go another 15 seconds. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. We shake those out. We're going to visit another one. This is going to be a staple. Now, if you had this yesterday, good. If you're still struggling with it today, no problem. Feet are together. My body, my torso comes up. I reach, drop the head, and come back. Up, reach, and come back. The core's starting to learn to work. We're getting a nice little stretch in, and we come back. Now again, this might be your elbows help you up, and then you reach, and then you come back. Or maybe your elbows and your hands help you up, and you reach, and then you come back. That's fine. Whatever you're doing, do it for 20 more seconds. Go for it. Best you got. 10 more seconds. One more. And bend the knees, put down the hands, and shake that off. All right, we're going to mix a few more in together. We're going to go into child's pose, which we've done. That's going to move into hip dip, which you'll do slowly, and you don't have to go all the way down. And then we're going to start moving into a new position, down dog. So big toes touch behind us for child's pose. The knees are open as comfortably as they can. We're in child's pose, and my hands try to stay in this position. So I'm in child's pose. My feet open up as I go into hip dip. And again, don't go all the way down at first. You got a few of these coming. And then my feet come back together for down dog. And then we drop back down to child's pose. Our best version of all three of those. Take your time moving through this. We have child's pose. Open up into hip dip. Close the feet up into down dog. Back down to child's pose. Now, if any of this doesn't feel right, or your body feels too tight to do it perfectly, do your best version of it. It'll come. Go through it all again. Child's pose. Hip dip. And into our best down dog. That is, our feet and hands are shoulder length apart. Our legs are doing their best to be straight, but they don't have to be. And we're making an A-frame with our body. Chin to the chest, forehead towards the shins. Or your best version of that. We got another 15 seconds. One more of each. Here's child's pose. Hip dip. And down dog. Excellent. Let's shake that off, standing on our knees. Now again, if any of this is uncomfortable, anything on the knees is uncomfortable, put some padding under it. We're going to finish everything with some hip rolls. Good day 9. Everything's working together, little bit by little bit. The recipes every day. Another 10 seconds, opening up these hips. And that's it. Get on it. Have a good rest of the day.